Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. What is wrong with the Republican Party? What is wrong with some people in the Republican Party? Why do they feel they have to denigrate others? Why is that so important? Especially, it brought it to mind right after I saw some of these terrible, disparaging comments from the so-called right about Tim Walz's son, who was brought to tears in recognition of his love and respect for his father, who was just accepting the vice presidency nomination for the United States. He was emotionally engaged. He was proud and filled with love. And what do some of these people on the right have to put out on social media? That he's not a man. What type of person is he? This is the kind of person that Tim Walz parented. Therefore, what is Tim Walz? This is pathetic. It's sad and so pathetic that this young man couldn't express his emotion, his joy, his feelings of love for his father. And his daughter, or Tim Walz's daughter, was also crying and in tears, but they didn't mention her. Now it was just him, because he didn't act like a man. Whatever the hell these people think manhood is. One of it is to show your emotions if you can. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean anything. It means you have a joy in your heart. Have these people ever cried? Do they understand empathy? Do they understand love at all? I'm not so sure. I think they have a big problem. And the same goes true when I saw the picture of Kamala Harris on top of being a dung beetle. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? And then Trump posted on his own social media thing. That's fun. It's funny, I guess. I don't know what they think. It just shows that they have no character. They are limited. They are crass. They have no understanding of dignity. They just don't. Nothing you can do about it. Just an observation. But my gosh, it is not an example for our children, our grandchildren, or anybody, ourselves, to emulate this type of action. Demeaning a young man who loves his father, wrapped up in the joy of the moment, whatever. And to say he's not a man because he shed tears for his father. Tears of joy, of accomplishment, of amazement even. And that's not to be demeaned or put aside just because he shed some tears. And he applauded and jumped up and down, whatever the situation is. That's his right. These people talk about rights. They don't believe in that. They don't believe anybody has rights. As somebody in the speakership said, it's fine as long as if you do what I do, you're okay. But once you do something I don't do or I don't want, you're my enemy. You're going to be mocked. you're going to be demeaned. That's not the way people should be. That's not what Christ wanted. That's not anything near what a civilized group of people should do, should emulate, should teach. And I don't know what's wrong with this Republican group, this so-called right. And the leaders of the right, the leaders of the so-called Republicans, don't stand up and shout to the hills, this is not right. Act like decent, honorable people. Policy is one thing. This horrible action is totally another, and it's wrong. Thanks for listening. I just wanted to make that clear. I don't care who it's against or who it's for. Have some respect, people. You Republicans have lost the ability to respect, I guess, in some cases. It's not this alpha male thing, this whole concept of alpha maleness. And who do you put up? Who do you put up as your prime example of an alpha male? Donald Trump, whose only ability was to have sexual liaisons with multiple women? That's it? That's manliness to you? That's your family values to you? That's what you want your children to be? It's not what I want my children to be. Thanks for listening. If you like what you hear, subscribe, comment, send it to those who you think it might have some value for. Have a good day. There is hope. There is a future. You always go to the good. You know what it is. Go to it. But that type of communication is not it.